Hey, keep in mind when you are designing something, each element has to be its own shape. What I noticed in this design, and I don't know if it's because you made it a compound path or what happened there, but it seems like it's all one, most of it's one continuous line. So the biggest thing for me was finding out where all your broken points were, and pulling them out of the way. First I'll start in with the wave, and I'm going to zoom in real close. Make this full screen. And I'm going to pull these apart. And here I thought this was part of the line, but it's actually part of the wave, but it's actually part of the circle when I zoom in. So what I'm going to do is go here and break this path. And now it's figuring out which piece is there. I'll bring that out here. And I'm going to complete the circle. And I think the circle was also broken on this side. Yeah. So I need to go break this path. And then I'm going to complete the wave as well. Could have did that over there, couldn't I? And like I said, I color in just so I know what I'm working with. Do that. And I want to bring, if I remember right, I want to bring this to the top. Oh, I got to release the compound path. Sorry about that. Because it needs to, for what I'm about to do next, it needs to see it as two separate pieces, two separate elements. Bring it to the front. Go ahead and color it in. Why is it not? Okay, somewhere along it's not coloring. Oh, yeah, that's right, the fish. Which I thought this was part of the fish too, but I think it's actually part of the wave. So I'm going to go ahead and break. Sorry. This was the hard part, was remembering where this is connected at. Ah, there it is. Okay, so I'm going to take this one and break this path as well. And now I'm going to connect the wave. Okay, and from here what I'm going to do is I'm going to separate this. I'm going to cut the edges off of this wave so it lines up even with the circle. And what that's going to do in the process, it's going to separate the circle as well. that. And I'm going to divide it. So I divided it all into different pieces. And I'm just going to delete that out the way. And I'm going to go do that on the other side as well. Make sure I didn't lose everything here. Yeah, it's still there. Okay, now we're going to work on the fish. And I'm going to bring him past the wave because I'm just going to cut him off. And I'm not going to use the divide on this because if I divide it, it's going to separate this wave into 3 pieces. And I want to keep this wave as one piece. So I'm going to use the subtract all method, but I want to still bring this to the front. So I'm going to select both of these, and then I'm going to go to my modify, and I'm going to subtract all. Now what that's done is it's taken the wave outside of the fish. See when I pull it apart? And why do I have 2 fish here? That's not supposed to be the case. I've got quite a few copies of a fish here. Okay, so we'll put it back together. Okay, so for the fish, what you'll notice is he's separated. I'm going to ungroup these 2 pieces. So I'm going to go to ungroup, and I'm just going to eliminate the bottom piece since we don't need the bottom. And then I'm going to place him back where he goes. And then from that point in time, I just went ahead and colored everything. Each piece has a different color. I know tarpon's not really gray, but and then if you notice, the words are all separated as well. They're not completed text anymore. Once you take a design and you take the letters and turn it into a compound path, it's no longer text. It's Silhouette sees it as a picture. So what I'm going to do is select, make sure I got all the letters in there, and then I'm going to deselect this part, so I'll just hit shift and select outside, and then I'll make these words a compound path, and it'll make the letters complete. If you have any other questions, just let me know.